coverage you can count on continues with Sarah Schaefer and meteorologist Rob Leidick.
Great seafood is at the tip of your fingers right here in Fort Wayne.
That's because Red Lobster is hosting their annual Crabfest. The studio smells delicious this morning, and we're joined by Bill Trebilcock from Red Lobster, just off Coldwater Road here in Fort Wayne, with more on all the great details and to tell us about this food. Thanks for coming in this morning, Bill.
Here.
Our pleasure.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the food going on here. First things first, what is Crabfest?
Crabfest is a limited time offer. Right now we're currently featuring several wild-caught species of Red Lobster's delicious seafood. We've got our king crab, we've got our wild-caught bear-dye crab, and our seasonal favorite, the North American snow crab. Also have some other delicious dishes pairing multiple types of our crab to be featured for a limited time.
Yeah, and like we said, we've been smelling this the whole morning. It smells good, even if you're not a huge crab lover. It's good. So talk about, we were chatting how this is not normally things you can find here, but you still have it.
Certainly. It's hard to find delicious seafood here in Northwest Indiana. Red Lobster sources our seafood from the waters of the North Pacific, off the coast of Alaska, Bering Sea, and Canada. All wild-caught species of our delicious crab available here for a limited time.
As part of Crabfest, I know one of the things that a lot of folks always talk about when it comes to Red Lobster are, of course, the biscuits. Are those one of the most popular sides?
You better believe it. Everybody that I've ever let know that Red Lobster is a part of my life, they ask me about our delicious Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Do you ever get sick of them? I mean, you've got to eat a lot of them at work.
Certainly.
You never get sick of them.
We have to taste test them to make sure they're perfect for our guests every day.
Not a bad
Absolutely.
job.
Now, for those folks who may be, hesitant to get crab, or maybe like Sarah, she's a little hesitant. She's maybe never had crab before, or has only had it. Maybe it wasn't fresh. What are some things that you would recommend as far as dishes at Crabfest?
Well, we've got a lot of great features here for you today. We're here today to give you some tips and tricks on cracking some crab legs. A lot of people, when they go out to eat, don't realize how fun cracking crab legs can be.
It's a little bit of work.
Sure.
Certainly.
Let's have you dig in. Show us.
We'll be happy to do that.
Well, I'll let you take over.
So right now we've got our king crab legs. These are a delicious treat. They are large, they're robust, they've got these spiny features on them, a little bit intimidating. We usually will slice them to give you a little easier access to those crab legs. Next up, we've got our wild-caught bear-dye crab, available seasonally for a limited time. It's an excellent species of crab, a little bit larger than our snow crab, and has a much more sweeter and tender flavor. It's my personal favorite.
And how do we crack that?
How do we crack that? First up, we'll go ahead and take this out. We will identify the crab we want. This is the bear-dye. We're simply going to pull apart these sections.
Okay. See, this is really informational. I love seeing this.
And then we are going to separate them. We've got our tools here. We've got our crab cracker and our cocktail fork. First, we are going to separate this last piece. It will pull out. You'll get that cartilage out of there. You'll discard it on that tray. Then gently, you're going to try to take this and bend it just so slightly. And when it works perfectly,
A little bit of work.
You'll be able to pull this out.
Oh, look at that crab meat.
And just gently work that out of there.
And so for the work, you are rewarded with...
lot of work.
You are rewarded with this delicious piece of crab meat.
Dip that in some butter and you're all good to go, right?
It's my favorite way. A little bit of butter, a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon. You're in a world of pleasure.
Well, you got us cracking this morning. And we're a little bit crabby. We'll say that. We're crabby this morning.